Still going broke, and then kind of makes him go broke a little bit more on the river sometimes. Because he's like committed, right? And we obviously have to call. Good luck us. Yo, yo, yo! So, we've upgraded to Aura. I've had a few practice goes. Let's see what happens here. We've got the RNG down here. This is what we're gonna... We've got a few buttons that might not work. We might be min 4-betting at some point, but... Here we go. It's fire to do. And table 2, we decided to squeeze King Jack suited. Same for the good lucks. Not my favourite board for my hand, but we'll start with C-bet. This guy's quite sticky, and that is a good time for me to barrel. I'll choose a small siding so I can still bluff the river. I think it's pretty reasonable to go small on an overcard turn. It's also nice not blocking his backdoor heart folds and his one club folds. Yeah, I don't even know how to switch out the Christmas graphics, but bear with me, I'm a fish. And we decided to 3-bet call this one. And we'll be going broke now that we've flopped a king. We're doing it the right way though, so we'll probably start with call. Guess we're all in on the turn. Nice, he checks. Then we'll bet. Bet looks good. Don't want to go smaller than that. No, I think a third is good. Take it down. Here we defended and got to showdown 4, so he let me win. And here we got 5s and we're going to pure multi-way. By the way, when we hit King Jack, oh he folded turn. I thought for some reason it went to showdown. Black 5s will check. And obviously fold as a check raise. Table 4, we opened C-bet the flop. We check back the turn because we're playing against a small blind range. It's kind of annoying because we block ace jack and ace 10 that was going to natural fold turn. Guess we just pray for 9 of hearts here, but he's probably got a bunch of king x in my opinion. Just 9s. Yeah, I guess he falls out on the turn, but what are you going to do? It's a bit weirder playing against a small blind than playing against the big blind. Here we're not going to RNG because we've got a fish in the blind, so we'll call a bit more often. And we can stab here. No more stars helper. No more stars. We're using stars captured now. And we 3-bet. Oh, I keep going table 3 because I've moved the tables around. A little bit deeper here. So I will go a third instead of 23. Don't tell anyone. I am fucking them up today. I'm fucking crushing today. I've been crushing. I have to admit, guys, I've done quite well in December. And we got a 4-bet pot coming. I tend to add 70 onto whatever they make it, so we'll make it 105. Ace king, we took it down on the flop. And that is a wet board. We will go a third. Obviously we lose the jacks and 10s, but still plenty of other hands that we're getting value from / going broke against. 3 of spades to turn. Could do some more checking if we wanted to with the king of spades. Not loving that when we want to protect from like ace queens, so I think a third again is pretty nice. Still going broke, and then kind of makes him go broke a little bit more on the river sometimes because he's like committed, right? And we obviously have to call. Good luck us. Hold. And that's fucking my pot, boys. This is going to be a 3-bet. Got pocket aces on table 3. Was called. Guess we see bet a third. Nice. Nice, we don't have to get too much action on ace jack 10. And we'll start with c-bet here. Pretty sexy turn. So one of the brickiest turns you can see. And we'll actually size up a little bit here. And with the ace of hearts, I think we can still jam this river. Obviously, side's got king queen. We can jump on the turn, right? Hopefully, he's called ace king. Ace queen of clubs. Just had another nice pot versus UCF. I'll show you guys in a second. Queen 10 of clubs, baby! Fucking got him, boys! I'll show you this hand. This is slightly more interesting than the one I'm playing at the moment. Okay, so he opens, we defend, and we flop 2 pair with both suits covered. So that's the reason I choose to check when he does check. Turn, same reason I just choose to call, because I can still improve on the club. River jack, he checks, bet big, because I don't really rep a lot anymore. I've got loads of 1 club bluffs, and he just find the hero with the jack. So with that, nice. And we just opened and see about a third here versus small blind, get min raised. So we continued. And versus half pot on the turn, where he's got plenty of fucking bigger queens and sets and shit. I'm just gonna fold. King 9, I guess we can just see about this board. Are you still having fun playing and thinking about put? Yeah, I'm having fun. And he obviously does have ace queen in his range. So this is kind of going to be a 2-street hand anyway, but I'll just size up on the flop because I'm still getting value from he's not folding an ace for 1 bet. If I couldn't stay in Thailand, where would I reside? Good question. 9-8 gets there on this turn. Clubs also come in if he does have any like 7-5 of clubs, which is always going to call. So you are going to be inclined to double barrel this. The only annoying thing about double barreling this now that I bet big is that my size is quite big. But I still think bet fold is good. Or bet the side even. You never know. Obviously 9-8 is there. 10x of hearts is there. Sorry, I got distracted by single pots. What's going on here? I think I was going to bet fold this. It's a little bit annoying that we bet so big on the flop and bet so big on the turn. I expect him to just call a bunch of stuff. He still has some jams like 7x of clubs, 6x of clubs, maybe 10x of hearts. I don't think I can call. Call ace queen. Call ace jack with no heart, no club. Seems good. That's side. Jack. Jack. I don't think he should jam that, to be honest. I think obviously I should just listen to my first instinct and fold it, but he shouldn't jam that because he has literally the ball completely locked. Like, I'm obviously never folding if I have like ace x of hearts myself, which he gets value from when he's got ace 10. I call because I have no club, no heart. I've got him there as a weaker player, so I probably should just ignore that and fold. But you know, what are you going to do? To try to blow up pots and I was running out of time. Slightly more interesting hand, table 3, where we open. We're going to start with a check. Get a raise small. I think we can just get value from so many worse hands, worse flush draws, worse king x. Thank you for the sub, much appreciated. You guys want to see the old streams? This is really fun, obviously, if they're just calling down with like queen 10 or 10-9, 10-9 hearts. It's fantastic. Obviously don't have to raise here. Calling is also fine. And on the turn, blocking 2 pair, I think we'll check. And if he could still have some 10-9 hearts, I guess, but not super scared of it. And obviously now we beat ace jack 2. And versus the third, I'm still going to raise. I think he's going to call pretty wide regardless. So I can, regardless of stack size here, I can still make it big. And obviously call off and hope for the best. And we'll just free roll. So again, another advantage of raising the flop is just to get this free roll. Bricked, but good spot. Yeah, we got a fucking 4-bet here, boys. What's 70 plus 61? It's fucking 131. If he wants to call over kings, be my guest. Not super scared Jack because he has to probably have 2 of them for me to be somewhat scared, but we're a bit deeper here, so I'm going to size up like half pot-ish. You guys like the Ladyboy not Ladyboy challenge. Aces with the ace of diamonds on the turn. Guess we go small, or we could go half pot again. It's nice. We have the ace of diamonds and the ace of clubs blocking the 2 ace jack suited as well. So we've got half pot again, maybe just slightly lower. And the queen is scary. The diamond is not scary. He has pocket queens here sometimes. He has the odd jack X. It's nice that queen jack suited is not blocked as well. He has kings, but he might not call kings. Maybe this gets a little thin. Obviously we're jamming like a 9 river. Maybe we don't jam the queen and king river. So we'll just check this. He does have jack 10 of diamonds. What a fucking wanker. That's not a call to a 4-bet hand. But nice flop, and thank you for not stacking me. Kings with 3-bet. Yeah, we'll start with a small c-bet. We'll size down because we've got the boat and because he's short stacked. Yeah, we'll check the turn, just try and do some trapping. Tempted. I'm actually going to raise versus size just because it's so small. I don't think he folds anything. And I'm going to try and trap the river. I'm not going to bet because I think he's more likely to bluff than he is to call worse. Like, he's been dealt a lot of flush draws. It's up to him whether he wants to bluff them. He had 3-5 of spades. So I like my raise on the turn because he's just always paying 3-5 of spades. And then I like my check because he may bluff, he may not. The only decision might be that if we call, maybe he bluffs the river, but we don't know that. Whereas I'm fairly confident he always calls a small raise on the turn when he blocks that sizing. He just always has some amount of equity. King 10, we'll peel behind here with a fish in the pot on the button. That's a reasonable flop. Start with a call here. Not hating raise. And we're not folding. I don't think we raise either. And river, we have a slightly tough decision versus the fish, half potting. Because the fish is like definitely going to play jacks like this. I don't think he always plays queen 10 like this. He could have had like 6-5, I guess. Getting a call though versus the fish pot. Nice. We decided to 5-bet here. When he 4-bet, we 5-bet, and we're obviously not folding, but I didn't want to jam, so I thought 5-bet was better. Spade. No. Spade. Spade. No. Turn it down. More interesting hand over here. We open and we see it. King 5 to check full turn. Then we'll keep betting here, bricks or over. And the river, I don't think we can bet this river. There's a bunch of like nut flush draws that can call us actually. But he's got ace-6 of clubs. He doesn't have ace-queen of clubs. I don't think he's got ace-queen that much. Maybe I can just super block this river. Maybe that's good. I'm not sure here. Yeah, I mean, I was very sure that was a great value bet. Never doubted it for a second. hit King Jack. So a little bit of a thin call there. And versus Jarrett, we're going to flat ace king this deep. Jarrett checks, we'll take a free card and please stay along with your ace-x. He's obviously going to be able to bet the turn now with king queen, king jack, queen jack, so probably do have to call. Hopefully he doesn't go massive. He does go massive, fair enough, that's good sizing. We're blocking his aces and kings, which is nice. And we got good outs versus his queens and jacks. Plus we could be ahead of king queen, so I do think we call here. Yeah, it's the worst fucking river of the deck, isn't it? At least everything got there. I don't think he should bet it though. I think he should trap. Maybe he bets like his straight draws, but I think he should trap his flushes and like bet fold his straights, because I'm supposed to hit this pretty hard. Do I bluff? I was going to bluff hearts, but I think I'm not going to bluff spades. Just be a little bit more controlled. Pray one time for ace queen or king queen, everybody. Yes, I'm fucking too good, baby. That's why it's important to call when you could. I'm going to bet bigger here just to try and make 4 days high and some king highs that he may not otherwise fold. And I'm going to value bet the turn. Versus lead, there's only jack 10 got there, right? 6-5 was already there. I think he can have some worse hands, but I'm going to min raise to basically stun action. If he jams, I'm going to fold. Seven doesn't change much. This guy plays weird though. I think we just take a check. So it worked out pretty well there. I'm a genius again. Here we check raise versus jack. Yeah, versus 3-bet. I'm considering my options. Not sure. Gonna let him have this one. 105, right? Should have all of ace queens here. Guess we'll start with a quarter. Gonna keep quartering, I think. And on the river, I don't think he's gonna bluff into me very often. So I will go all in and hope that he doesn't have ace queen. Nah, I'll block again for a third actually. Oh yeah, I like this better. And if he jams, I just fold. Just lost the pot versus the fish, I'll show you that in a second. Pretty side spot on the turn. I think we're allowed to do this on pair boards. That worked out nicely. So the pot versus the fish, which we lost, it was short stacked, so we 3-bet, c-bet. Obviously we're going with this on the flop. And then Tony donk jams. I seen this guy do some crazy stuff, and I just decided to just call with a diamond and fold without the diamond. When he had the old 4 deuce of diamonds, and we ripped. So what are you gonna do? Right, thank you for tuning in. We're up like $600, I think. Yeah, $550. All the best, and catch you in the next one.